Hello everybody, this is Valhallagamingtv and this is the channel that plays everything so you don't have to. Today we're back again with Satisfactory and this is going to be episode 121. The last episode we got into the old Hypertube network and I made an entrance and an exit so I can take myself from the central hub building into any of the other buildings around here, but we only did like a example from this building to the copper smeltery. So I would like to be able to do this to every building, but there's been a wrench thrown into the gears. So there's a little bit of a problem. So the problem is that I got a comment and I was told that I can use one single pipe to go in and out. Now the problem I thought I had before was if, for example, I have an entrance and an exit here, but then I have these boosters, or the booster that I have with the two entrances. It's going to be a problem because when I come out of it, if I go through the same pipe, it's going to get like stuck right in this area here. So that's the problem. But I did some research. So we're going to try to rebuild this again and make it into a better network. And then I even found a way where I can use like switches as well. So we're going to get really into hypertubes today. That's going to be the goal. We're going to try to make like a junction. We're going to try to make it where like it comes into a single point, but it'll go into like an exit and an entrance. It's going to be crazy. Okay, so we're going to get all up into it. First, I'm going to go over to the blueprint area. And then we're going to try to build something. Okay, so I'm going to leave this little hypertube room that we built before. And I'm just going to clear it. And we're going to start brand new. So what we're going to do is grab a hypertube. And what I want to do is create a junction. And I've never done it before, so I'm going to have to like play around and try to figure out how I'm going to do it. So the idea is that, let's say we start it right here. This would be the entrance. And then from here, we would have, let's say it would go to this point here. Let's see if this will work. So I'll have an entrance here and an entrance on this side. We put the hypertube in between, connect it, and then we would have power connected to it. So the idea is that now we're going to get some more supports. And from here, I'm going to pull it to the halfway point of this foundation. And then I'm going to place this one here and then put one on each side. So now if I enter through here, I come out this side, I want it to be able to pull me in the right direction. So for example, say this is the entrance and this is the exit. Like this is the return pipe and this is the pipe that takes me to where I want to go. So basically what I would do with this, I would put an entrance on this one. And then I wouldn't have an entrance here. And how that would work is that when this throws me out, this suction from this entrance is automatically going to suck me into it. And I'm going to go this way rather than here. So it'll automatically put me in the right path. And I'm thinking that I can actually put this further back. If I can put it like right here, I want to make it compact. So I'm hoping that this would work. Now, what I'm also going to do, let's try this. We'll grab a hypertube. Try to place it here. Like this. Do the same thing with this. So we're going to try to go this way with it. And I need to make a booster. Meaning I need multiple entrances. So place another hypertube. Grab it here. Another one. So that's 4. Let's see what I can do with this. So if I had an entrance right here, and then I would probably remove this one, and then I would get another entrance and put it there, and that should make it speed up. So that's 2 of them. Now the other problem I had was I was wondering if you can actually put these like right up on each other without having to have the support. Like, could I put a support closer to that? Let's try this. Let's see if I can put supports like right up next to it and see how close I can get these entrances to work. So Hypertube, can I put it right next to it like this? Oh. Flip it around. I don't know if it's doing what I think it's doing, but we're going to find out in a second. We got 4. I'm going to try to do like 8 total. Another one. And I guess we want to go all the way to this point here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total. Now, if I get rid of, let's do some entrances. I'm hoping that there's still a tube in between. I can't tell. It looks like there is a tube, actually. So I do an entrance here. And get rid of this one. Do another entrance. Will it work? Invalid location. So let's remove this. Like that. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. Okay, so we have this entrance here. And I get rid of this. Now we have the tube. It's in there. And look how close it is. And then I can probably put another entrance like right here. Make sure it's on the right direction. Oh my god, look at that. Way better. Okay. So we just continue that. All the way down. And the one at the end here doesn't seem to have a tube. So that's okay. It's not going to work unless we have it connected, but we will do that. So let's grab a support. Put this one here, right at the end. And that's in that foundation area. Okay. And then this one, we need to get another Hypertube. Connect it. So this would basically be the entrance, right? So say I'm in a building. It's like, okay, I want to take off and go somewhere. I go here, go through it. This is the entrance part, so it's going to suck me through here. And then over here, I want to have an entrance on this side. And then basically we grab another support. We want to go halfway. So like right here. And then this one, we're also going to bring right there. Connect them. And what we're going to do with this is also going to be like the entrance to another building or the exit. So we just go another Hypertube entrance and another entrance. So basically it's like, okay, I want to take off from this direction and go back to where I was. So I just go right through here. And instead of this area, since it's going towards it, it's not going to suck me into it. It'll suck me through this one. And then I'll go here, 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 and then back. And then back this way. Same idea. And when they're all powered, it should work. I don't think I can power them in here. So I'd have to use this blueprint and basically test it out. But before we do that, we need a way to do the power. So let's try to make something that looks kind of fancy. Can we put power lines on painted beams? That would be pretty cool. Oh, look at that. We can. Okay. So let's go to the beams again. We got quite a few things here that need to be plugged in. So maybe I'll do something right here in the middle. Let's go up. We can go 3. And over here, 3. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. And now let's grab the power. Wall outlet. And let's put one here. Put one here. And we'll just repeat it like this. So let's see what happens. So if I plug it in here, plug this one in, and we're going to plug these in like this. So that one gets plugged in. Now we go with this, and that. Okay, now it's all plugged in. Look at that. And it still has some ways to plug it in with other things if I need to. That's pretty interesting looking. Now let's make it look a little better. Since I know that we have these beam connectors. Like this. And then we can also paint these beams black. And look at that. We got little power poles. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so that's pretty much ready to go. And that's like an entrance and an exit it's a junction. So I would like to see how this is going to work because I'm not exactly sure yet. So let's save this blueprint. Let's call this a Hypertube entrance junction. Okay, that's a mouthful. Hypertube. We can do it like this. Just use that one, and then we'll go here to color. We'll leave that the color the same. Set the directory. Hypertubes. Edit. Add a subcategory. And then this one is going to be junctions. Apply changes. Let's get out of that. Save blueprints. Now let's test it out. We can do it like right over here. So let's open the blueprints up. Hypertubes. Look at this thing. It's crazy. Okay, let's just put it right here. And then grab the plug, put it right into one of these power poles. Again, this is temporary. So this is gonna launch me if this works. So the idea, if I go through this, it should automatically throw me to the right and I wouldn't have to do anything. So let's see what happens. I walk in. Uh-oh. Oh God. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. There's no tube here. Okay. See, this is why we test things. Delete. So the problem is that we didn't put a tube right here. So I think what I gotta do is grab the Hypertube, grab it, put it right to the end here, flip it around, place it, and then delete. Now it has a tube. You see that? Now I think it'll work. So let's resave it. Confirm. Let's try this again. It did pull me to the right though, so that's a good it's a good thing we're doing. Uh-oh. We don't have it in the junction now. I think we got to reset the directory. Set directory. And edit. Move this. Hypertube junction. Apply changes. Save blueprints. And hopefully we don't run into some problems. I had problems with the blueprints before. Let's see. There it goes. Okay, let's see if this works now. Replace it. Grab that. Plug it in. Okay. Now it should pull me to the right. There it goes. Look at that. Now on this side, it should pull me to the right again. Oh, yeah. We got ourselves a junction. And with a junction like this, that means that I literally can have a single pipe for entering and exiting. We don't have to have two now, like an entrance and an exit. Now we can just be like, okay, this goes this way, and it'll automatically take me there. So that is cool. Now I should probably try to build it in like a building. I can put it in like a little building so we can place it outside of the other buildings and use it to, enter into them. So let's edit this blueprint. We're going to get rid of this now that we know it works. Now we know that it's within 1, 2, 3 foundations. So it's going to be a 3 foundation building. But this, I want to adjust this a little bit. So let's get rid of the middle. And let's just get rid of this real quick. Let's see what I can do here. We can always place it back. Now what I want to do is build a wall. And can you put an entrance at the wall? I don't think you can. Let's see what we can do with this. Transport. And we got the wall hole. Like that. And entrance. Oh. Oh. It looks like you can. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. If that's the case, oh, that's really cool. So halfway point right here. We're going to want another entrance facing this way. Grab the Hypertube, plug it in. And there's the entrance. Plug it in. Plug that one in. And look at that. So we put another wall here. And then we just put a sign right up top. And this whole inside here, we're going to make it look cool. So let's go with some like window frames. We'll go with the zoom mode. Like this. And we'll kind of like seal it off on this side as well. So we just got to get rid of this one. We can keep the one there. Then we just put a wall. Like that. We put the wall hole for the Hypertube. Right there. Go with the entrance. Go back to the Hypertube. And then plug it in. Put another wall up. And we got ourselves a cool little see-through building with a junction. Now let's make a roof of some sort. So foundations. Maybe, let's see. Well, we do actually have roofs. Let's see what we can do with that. Architecture. Flat roof, corner. What can we put on top? We can do a flat roof, but I don't really want to do that. This roof goes up a little bit. I might just use a foundation. Because how am I going to fill in the side there? Let's, yeah, let's go with foundations. Okay, so foundation, and we're going to go with a ramp. It's going to be a 3 ramp, so we'll just go like that, that, and then a foundation right at the top. And then we can go with the walls again. We go with ramp wall. Do it on this side as well. Regular basic wall. There we go. And we got ourselves a little building. Look at that. And we don't have to go inside it, which is good. The other thing I wanted to do was go to Power, let's see. Priority switch. Priority switches can be ranked by priority when power production is too low. Switches will start turning off automatically until the power stabilizes, starting with a priority group. I'm thinking that just a regular power switch would work. So I would just do something like this. Put a power switch here. Is that the right way? And we would just put a name and we'd have the connection. So, and the way this would work is that we would have this connected to the power grid that goes to the hypertubes. And you know how I can basically have this junction here. I can turn it on and off. So say that I have like the main hypertube that goes like in a big circle or something around the entire world. Then I can have a junction where it's like, okay, I want to go to the copper smeltery, and I just go in here and I can literally look at, it doesn't show priority switches. It might show it. Will it show it in here? Yeah, there we go. And so basically I can just switch it on and off. So I can be like, okay, I want to go to this one, and then I can turn it on. All the other ones will be off, and then it'll basically go in a big circle around the main hypertube and then pull me out in the building that I want to go in. So that's the idea that I have. Never done it, but it's gonna be something I'm trying to figure out. But this building I got right here is pretty sweet. I like this. So now we can go with architecture. Oh, organization. And we can go with a billboard. Make sure that's the right direction. It is? Okay. And then we'll put one over here as well. And this text can basically tell us where we want to go. So this can be like, if I wanted to go to a certain place, that's where it'll take me. And yeah, I can just name whatever I want here. So I'll leave those there just like that. And I can adjust them as needed. And then, oh, there's one thing I did mess up. We need to have a place where the power is going to come out. So maybe on the top. You know how I did that, the painted beam? We can do that again here. Let's do something like this. And then go with the power. We'll do something that looks kind of cool. We'll do it on both sides. And then we'll go with the architecture again. Beam connector. Paint it black. Connect both these together. So if I want to plug it in any direction. And then inside, I'm gonna have to put a hole here real quick. Right here. I'll plug this in here. And there. It'll look kind of cool like that. Well, there we go. Now let's do that foundation. And we got ourselves a nice little like entrance junction building. And it looks cool. Ah, here we go. Let's make it a little cooler. Since it's going to be one of those permanent buildings. Let's get the sides all worked on. There we go. So each corner. Let's see what we can do here on the edge. I know we can do these diagonally. So maybe that'll be kind of cool. Do it like that. And plug those straight into each other. And then I'll put those little junction boxes as well. And last one. Let's get those beam connectors. Put them in the corners and in the sides here. Make sure they're flat. And this one here. That looks pretty interesting. I can even go like this too if I wanted to, but I think I'm going a little overboard on the painted beams. All right, so let's paint these red. Go with the old black and red. There we go. Now we got the screen and we got the beams. It makes it look kind of cool. The screen might be too big though. Not sure yet. Let's see what other screen we can use. Organization. That's way too small. That might be okay. Same with that. I wish there was one like right in between this. Like these two sizes. It's just like that big or not. I don't know. I guess we'll just stick with that. I have a nice big screen TV. And then I think that'll be good. Maybe we can paint it black too. It's gonna be a cool little building. Let's get on this side. TV's blocking the view here. Come on. Come on. Doesn't want me to paint it. Okay, we're getting rid of that wall real quick. Just so we can paint it. There we go. All right, let's copy this, put it back. And paint. Look at that. Now, one other thing we should do with this. We should put some lights on it. And where were the lights under? Organization? Wall mounted, ceiling light. We don't need anything huge like that. Holy crap. Light control panel. This could work. It's a wall mounted light. Or a ceiling light. These are way bigger than I thought they would be. Like, there's no like small lights, is there? Unless we did something with like a screen. I think that's how people were doing it at one point. Let's see. Can I make this a light? So if I select the colors, just make everything, let's say red. And then we probably get rid of like the text. I think we can do that through like layout. Set text here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, there we go. Layout like this. And then emission. So it's kind of like a light. And it doesn't go diagonal though. Oh, no, it does. Look at that. Not exactly, but yeah, the angle's a little off, but it's close. Okay, so we do a light there. Do one here. And then we just gotta copy. Control C. Would you look at that? We got some lights. Let's try to do something like right here at the entrance. I'm getting all fancy now. Maybe we do something like this. Sign there. And right there. Now, we already have it copied. Well, I guess not. I think it's going to be... It might still work for this. Hold on. Control C. Nope, it won't work for these ones because they're a different sign. So let's make this like green. We'll copy that. Enter, select color, layout, and then emission strength. Look at that. There we go. Now it's green like an entrance. Oh, that's cool. You just make the TV screens or whatever into lights. I'm getting all crazy with it. So let's grab this, select color, copy the color, and then over here, here we go. Select icon. Nope. We wanted to go mission, layout. There we go. Boom. Now we got lights. I like that. That's pretty cool. And we do like the same thing over here as well. And for this, we can change the layout, which we're just going to have text. Do the same thing here. And now, for the other side, I guess it would just be green on both sides because, well, no, actually not, because one of them would be the exit. So we don't need something here because this is basically going to be, you know, it's coming out, and this is going to be the way that you go in. So this will come out where like you land here, and then over here is where you're gonna end up going into and going back out into the system. So that can be that, just like this, or I can make it red on this side. I think I'll leave it the way it is. But yeah, this is cool. Okay, I think that's good. Set directory. We'll make it under the junctions. Let's go to edit. Let's see. Is that actually going to make it do that? Yeah, it does it. Okay. Save. There we go. Now let's see if this cool new building is going to work. Look at that. Awesome. All right. Let's test this thing out and put it to use. So let's go over to the copper smeltery, and we're going to see if we can get this building hooked up where the other one's hooked up. Okay, so here's the other building that we did, which I don't like this building no more, so it's going bye-bye. Now, the entrance, we're just going to remove these. We don't need none of this now. We just need one of the pipes, which we'll probably use this left one here. So we'll get rid of that. And then we'll keep this left pipe here, which I'll pull in a second. But for now, we're just going to get rid of all this, because we don't need two pipes anymore. Okay. So the building is going to go here. Let's grab the building, Hypertube entrance. You just flip it around like this. Let's press H. Oh, this building's big. We'll plug it in right over here, right in front. Or maybe we'll put it back. I don't want it to be like right in front of the door like that. I think that'll be good. We'll do that. So build it. Then it needs power. And the way I have it set up is going to make it real simple. Just plug it right in. Look at that. All built. It's like it was built for it. Now we can do another support over here. Let's say maybe like we're probably going to want it like this. I should have probably built this too on it. And then we'll grab that, bring it over here. And we're going to get rid of this entrance because we don't need it, because it's going to be going right up into this. Okay. And that's going to take me back over there. But it's not going to work the way we want it to yet, because I don't have it set up as a junction in the main building here. So this is where it's going to be a little difficult. Now, what if I was able to make a... Oh, wow, that would be really cool. Okay, so if I was able to make like a circle in here. So basically what the circle would do is I would jump into one hypertube, and then the hypertube they would have all different entrances for different ways to go, like to different buildings. And then I would have a power switch. I would go to the power switch. I'd turn on the one that I wanted to go to, jump in. It would take me in a circle to the right tube and then pull me out, and I'd go where I need to go. That would be amazing and very difficult. But if I can get it to work, oh my God. Okay, so we're going to have to rebuild this whole thing. The way I have it set up now, not going to work. Now I need to figure out a way that I can make a circle and I can pull like the character out into certain places when needed. So we're going to get really creative here. So there's going to be basically a power switch on each one of the entrances. And now that I know I can make the entrance in the walls here, so we're going to make like a little test area before we do all that. So I got to make sure that I can actually make it work. So prototype first before we build big. Let's just start it here in the circle. So let's grab some supports. So transport, Hypertube supports. So we can go at an angle like that. Let's see. Let's say if we wanted to... Okay, first of all, I need to see if the character can get pulled to the side. Oh, actually, we can do something like this. This would work. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's going to be like this. And we're going to use the same kind of junction idea, right? But here, it's going to basically have a turnoff. That would go this way. Or it would continue on. Actually, we'd probably just have it rotate back here. Let's see if we can actually get the hypertubes to do that. So it would go like... That would be open. And it would either go here or here. Just like that. And say that this entrance is going to be where I want it to go. Or it's this one. So this is the hard part. Now, if I wanted the tube to like turn off here, say that this is like the copper smeltery and it goes that way. And then this is like the main tube that's going to go in a circle. So think of it like this. It's going to keep going this way. And then from here, we're going to have another junction that can turn off on either side. And then this is also going to be another place it can go. And then back into the main junction area. So this will go like this. That'll be open. This goes here. Now we have two junctions. So let's pull this out like that. Put an entrance. And then we also have an entrance here. We're going to do something like that. Because I want to be able to go either direction. Actually, it's going to be kind of like a roundabout. So basically, it only goes this direction. But it'll go in a circle. So in other words, if I wanted to keep going, these will stay on. It'll keep going, going, going until it gets to the part it needs to go. How do I keep these on and that off when I need to go to a certain one? That's the hard part. So I got to figure out how I can make these switches work for me. So if I do a priority switch, Say that I put one right in the center. And we have the main power line, which we can put one here, another one here, and put that there. So the main power line is going to go like this. Then the switches, this switch is going to go to A, and then we're going to have this switch. We need more entrances over here. There and there. Okay. So this is the hard part. The one that like I don't quite understand yet how I'm going to do it. So now I know I can adjust that. But how do we turn this off? Like we don't have like an on-off thing. So enables, disables the connection between two power grids. And then this one, priority power switches can be ranked by priority. When the power production is too low, switches will start turning off automatically. Okay. So this is the hard part. I might have to have two switches. But that's not going to really make it as simple as I want it to be. Like if one of these is on, can I make another one turn off? That would be nice. I don't think it works that way. So if this goes here, and then say it goes to this switch. Now, let's get this power. We'll plug it in over here for now. Now that we know that all these are going to be plugged in. So you see that this one over here is plugged in. And these are off. But the problem is that if I want to go over here, this one has to turn off too. Oof. That's the hard part. I think I need to have two switches. I don't think I got the materials to make another one of these. High-speed connector. Can I make that in the crafting bench? Let's see. High-speed connector. Yeah, we can make like 35 of them. I'm gonna need a couple. I'm thinking each one's gonna need two power switches. And then basically I turn them both on for the area that I want it to be. Or one of them off and one on. So let's see. There we go. Now let's plug this in. So these will stay on. And plug that in. And then we need to grab this, pull it out this way. Other entrance. And then plug that in. Okay. So now if I go through this, let's actually do this too. Like that. Other entrance. Actually, we don't want an entrance here because we just want it to go like in a loop. So we'll just leave that the way it is. And then we're going to probably want to have a wall here just in case so I don't go flying off the edge. Okay, so now if I go through this, it should take me on the left ones. And I should just keep going. There it goes. Perfect. Now the hard part. Oops. I gotta be careful with that. The hard part is now we grab one of these junctions. Say this is the entrance before we even go. This is just going to be plugged right into the power itself. Like that. And so we got the priority stuff. We don't really need any of that. We can change the groups if we need to. So I don't think I can name them. But I can name these switches. So this is going to be, let's say main switch. We'll call it that for now. This is all temporary. We're just seeing if we can make this work. This is going to be exit 1. Door control. Like that. Oh, I didn't hit enter, did I? Okay. Exit 1 door control. Is that working? There we go. Now, I need another one. Can I put two switches like that? Like in front of each other? I might just have to do another one like right here. Put one on the side. Now, our power line's running out of connections. And so this one's going to be A, and then this goes to here. So we'll remove this. Actually, now we don't need that. So we can pull the connection here. Put it right there. Now, this one is going to be exit 1 loop door. So the reason why I named it that, because this is the loop door that's going to continue through, but we also want to know what exit it's connected to. So this is exit 1. Not that. Just flew through. And so the idea here is that I go to the priority breaker. Let's say exit 1 door control. We want that in priority group 2. Exit 1 loop door. So these would be all the loop doors. So say I don't want to go to exit 1. I want to go all the way through the loop. So turn on the loop. It's on. Now I go through the loop. Now let's go to this one too. I'm going to repeat this process right here. Now plug this in here. Get rid of this one. And plug it in there. Okay. So now this one's going to be exit 2 loop door. Enter. This one over here is going to be exit 2 door control. Like that. Now, let's say, okay, we're at the main switch. Go here. Now we pull exit door. So these are the door controls. And then we got the loop doors. Now, turn them all off, right? So we can't go through the loop. Now, I want to go through the whole loop. So we turn all the loops on. So we can turn them off, on. Perfect. Now, in order to get to the door control, we want to turn this one on. And then we want to turn this off. So doing it like that, that means that the first loop is going to put us past this exit. So if we want to go through any exit, we basically turn the door on and turn the loop off. So now this should take me to the second loop and take me out to it. Look at that. Now I want to go out. Let's go back here. Now turn it on. Turn the doors off. So this will make me go straight through the loop because all those doors are shut. Now say exit 2 is the copper smeltery. So actually exit 1. Say that's the copper smeltery. So I want to go there. So now I can be like, turn off this loop door because I don't want to continue through the loop. And I want to go through door 1. Boom. Oh yeah. Okay, we got ourselves a automatic junction that we can literally go through one area and wrap it around. Oh, that's crazy. That's super cool. So basically this whole building I can make into this. So I'm thinking that I need to go and make a blueprint of this junction right here. Just like that. And then I can place them where I need them. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. So prototype is done and it works. Now we just got to expand it and make it huge. And then we're going to have an awesome tube system that takes us to everywhere on the, like in the entire place without a problem. Now, so how this is going to work is that when we come back, say that we're over here and we need to come back to this place here. It's going to bring us back through here and there needs to be an exit. So this is going to be the hard part. So we have the loop, but how am I going to get it into the loop? So we didn't think about that. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's a problem. I know how we can go through the loop and come out the other side, but how do we get back into the loop safely? So say I want to go back through this way. You can't really go back through the loop though. Oh no, wait, hold on. What about this one? See, that didn't pull me through. Oh no, that might work. Okay, so we have to put another entrance here. This might work. So if I wanted to go back through and come back, so we can go like this. Okay, it goes through door 1. And then I want to come back from door 1, go back to the beginning. That works. Now go to circuit priority, turn the loop on for this. Now I want to go to door 2, turn that off, go through. Oop, fall off, I guess. And then I want to go back to the main area. Okay, no, it will work. We just go right back through the same tube and it'll take us back. Oh man, it'll take us back to this building. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. All right, we got to make a blueprint for this. So let's go to the blueprint area real quick. Okay, we're back with the blueprints. I was thinking that I'd put a power connection here. Like say if I was at the copper smeltery and I wanted to go back through the building, then it would take me to wherever I wanted to go. But I'm not going to do that. We're still going to use this as a central hub building like I was talking about. So we'll just go back through. It'll take us to the central hub building. We go to the power switch and figure out where we want to go. Then we click on the power switches and go back through and it'll take us where we want. And that way I can basically, for the main area there, I can actually make it go super fast. So that's basically what I'm going to do. But for now, we need to make those junctions. So let's go to the designer here. Let's clear the blueprint. And we got to make it. So what we're going to do is we're going to organize, transport some supports here. Now we're going to start with an entrance. That's where it's going to enter at. And it goes like right here. And then from this entrance is going to come out. And it's going to go right there and right here. And then we're going to come out here. And then we're also going to go straight again. And now we grab the hypertubes. This one stays open. That one comes out this way, or it goes that way in the main loop. And then this one goes like that. Now, what we can do is do those poles in the middle again. So before we do that, we want this to continue on into the next loop. So do I want to build more to this or just leave it the way it is? I think that might be okay. Maybe like this. Put the support here. And then it can basically come out again into another junction. Like this. Yeah, something like that maybe. It needs to like repeat itself. So I think maybe we only need this part here. No, we do need this part. Okay. I'm going to leave it the way it is. It gets so confusing the more complicated it gets. Now we go with this. And that is turn on the light, A on the right. Okay. And then we have the other one that's going to be like right here. Just like that. Then we need the entrances. So transport, hypertube entrance, one there, one here, and one there. We want to have entrances on both sides because when I come back, it needs to be able to pull me straight back to the start. And it needs to be able to go this way as well. But the only things that we're actually adjusting here are these two. Now let's go to architecture, grab a painted beam, and pull it up from here. We're going to go up like, let's go up 5. And the reason why I'm doing this instead of the power pole is because we can do a lot more power on this one beam. Because we can grab the MK2 wall outlets, and then I can literally just put them on all the sides here. Then we just put that beam connector. Come on. If it wants to work for me. H. Oh, it won't, you can't go up with it like that. Come on. Oh, there we go. We got it. Now, let's connect these. I think I connected that wrong. Whoopsie. Where's the wire? There it is. Okay, let's just do this. And okay, we're all plugged in. Now we can put the beam connector back up. If it'll go. There it goes. Okay, we're all connected. Now, the power line can go here. It can go to this. That's B. We want it to go to A first. So grab this one, go to A. B goes here. And then grab this one. You go to A. And then B goes there. And then this one connects to both of these. There we go. And that's going to be the junction. And we set up the power switches when we place it down. So that's when we'll select where it's going to go. But this should be good. Just like that. Okay. So what are we going to name this? This is going to be Blueprint Hypertube Loop Junctions. And this is to the right. Right. Hypertube loop junction right. Because we can do another one that goes left as well. But this is the one that just goes right. So set directory. Hypertube junctions. Put it there. Go back. Select an icon. Go with Hypertubes again. And save. There we go. We got ourselves a blueprint. Oh, I forgot to paint that black. I can actually paint all this. I'll leave it the way it is. We'll just save it. I gotta set the directory again. And then save. Okay. Now, blueprint, loop junction. And we're missing materials because we need all those chips, which are expensive. So I'm gonna have to make those again by hand. So let's go back up here. Okay, so we have our blueprint that I can place now once I get it all built up. And that's basically gonna replace this area right here. Let's rotate it like that. And it'll go like right there. It pretty much fits right where it needs to go. And that's where it's gonna replace. And we just keep repeating it. So, yep, we got it all set up. We got the blueprint set up. We tested out some prototypes. It worked out, which is really cool. And now we just got to get the system going so I can travel to all the different factories super quick and not have to worry about it. All right, everybody, this is the end of this episode. In the next one, we're going to start building this system out, connect it to more places, and make sure it works. All right, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Later. Hey, Valhalla Gaming TV community, join me in a quick shout out of our community members that help support the channel. Check out our very first member of Odin's Ravens, Leyu02. Thank you for your support and see you all in the next video.